Folks, this morning I'm going to work on a skinning shed, or skinning rack. Just say a rack with a roof over it. And I've already got one right here. Y'all excuse the mess because I know I've got so much crap, but if I throw it away, I'll need it, I promise you. I know y'all probably wondering, man, what does he do with it? Look like Sanford and Son around here. But anyway, like I said, if I need it, I got it. This old hook right here, you can see I got a little hog hook on it. But anyway, it's served its purpose. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of animals we've dressed right here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, right here, and I'm gonna put one higher, like probably 10 foot high. I've got some 14-foot 6x6s right there that I got yesterday. Had them delivered out here, and I'm gonna put them 4 feet in the ground and probably attach. We'll cut in 5.5-inch block out of that metal and just run it straight up, and then attach it to that 2x4. That'll just give it some added stability there, and then possibly one here, depending on this oak tree. I don't want to cut the roots on the tree or nothing like that, and I don't want to damage it. But you see it right here. I'm still gonna have to take some limbs out and all that right there to get it in here. But anyway, I'm gonna put. I've got enough Saccrete right there to put a 4-inch slab in the bottom of it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have an electric winch up top. I'm gonna put the 4-inch slab in the bottom, and I'm gonna put a chain in the slab on both sides, like right here, about right where I'm standing. I'll have a chain sticking out of the slab, just, I don't know, 16, 18 inches out of the slab. And what I'll do is I'll take a pair of vice grips, and you'll see I'll have to customize these vice grips a little bit. But what we'll do is we'll cut around the hock of the deer, just like we normally do, and then down the inside, and hook those, skin it down just a little bit. And while he's still laying on the ground, we'll hook those vice grips with those short chains in that slab to that skin on both sides, put the gambrel through, and just hit the go button, and it'll just peel it off of him. And I won't be able to give y'all a demonstration on a deer until the fall of the year, of course, but I could, maybe possibly we can kill a hog here in the next little while and see if we can't, give y'all a demonstration on how this thing's gonna work. But I know it's gonna work, and it's gonna work good. I just got to get it done. But anyway, I cut some wood yesterday, some 6x6s for this. So yeah, it's gonna be green and it's gonna be super heavy. But I want to use this these 3 6x6s and those 2x6s over there, for the top up there. And then I've got some old tin that I've had for 2 or 3 years, been buried in the dirt. It looks like rip, but it's gonna work anyway. It'll serve the purpose. And then of course I've got the electric winch from, I think I got it from Harbor Freight, and I'm gonna put it in the top. I think it's a 1,500-pound winch, $100, $150 winch, something like that. And of course those things right there ain't cheap. I think they's about 40 bucks a piece. And I think I'm gonna have should have around $500 in the whole setup, and it should be super sweet. I'm talking about super sweet. Well, this one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put these chains. I'm gonna put a chain about this size. I'm gonna cut this one in half, and I'll probably put a piece of rebar through one of the links, and then put it in the slab. And then that way I can weld that set of vice grips to a link of that chain. You see what I'm saying? And we can just peel it as we going up with it. The skin's just, it's just peeling the skin off the deer. Should make it a lot faster, or hog, because like right now it's probably, I don't know, it's 40 degrees down here, and by lunchtime it'll be bumping 80. So speed is the concern. You've got to get the hide off of these animals, because you don't want them to spoil. Anyway, this will just make it faster. Now we'll have one on this rack right here and one on that rack right there, and we'll be going to town. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a hard time around this tree right here, and I really don't want to kill it. I don't want to hurt it. So if you see me digging, I'm gonna put y'all on fast motion, but if you see me digging multiple holes right here, it's because I've hit a root, and I don't want to cut through that root. You know what I'm saying? and I'd love to get these poles in the ground 4 foot too. I don't want, and I may have to set it on a root, but I'd rather not. But anyway, and I've got water lines in the ground right here too. So if you see me in slow motion on fast motion, it's because I'm trying not to cut pipes or something like that. But I'm gonna try to get this done and get y'all something to look at right here. But I'm gonna have to take some limbs out of the tree. So you're gonna see me on the ladder with a chainsaw and all that right there. I know it's probably not, it's the way we do it anyway. It's the way I do it. But anyway, let's get this show on the road and see if we can't get something done. And hope it turns out good. Well, I know it'll turn out good. We just got to get it going. But now it's gonna take me a while. Like I said, I'm gonna put y'all on fast motion for a little bit, and then maybe lunchtime or something, I'll stop and we'll go back through what we've done and all that right there. And I'm thinking Hannah is supposed to get up sometime. Sometime this morning she's get up and she'll come down here and she'll give the old man a hand. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Let's see if we can't get something done. All right, I want to get y'all caught up real quick. Got the limbs out of the tree, got the notches in the tin. You see them right there for the 6x6s to go in. I've located one of my hot wires going to my shop, right, my skinning shed right here. So, that's good. I didn't cut it, Anyway, now that I've got that established, I'll probably pick those hole diggers up and start blowing holes in water lines everywhere, because I got water lines running everywhere right here. Anyway, maybe not, but we're gonna see. Anyway, you can see, done shook threads. It's getting hot already. South Alabama weather for you. But we fixing to get this party started. I'm gonna put y'all on fast motion. See if we can't get something rolling. I'm fixing to get started. I'm gonna move that ladder out of the way, and that way y'all can see a little bit better. But I've got my notches cut in my metal. That way I can actually put the 6x6 up against the end of the lab. And I've already located one hot wire going to this old skinning shed right here, and now I'm probably gonna locate the other water lines by blowing a hole in them with them hole diggers. But anyway, maybe not. But what I'm fixing to do right now is I'm gonna get these 4 holes dug, and I'm gonna take and drive. If you see me driving nails, I'm gonna put y'all on fast motion. You see me driving nails in the butts of those 6x6s right there. It's gonna be that when I set that right there, I'm gonna have some big spikes or something. I gotta find something. I don't know if I got anything big enough, but I'm gonna look, see if I can find something. But when I drive those in the sides, that gives that concrete something to adhere to, and then that way, so if you just put the concrete to the 6x6 with nothing sticking out of it, and there's nothing for it, it'll just slip inside. You know what I'm saying? It'll just slip through it as it hardens up. You put nails, or if you get some something, you can get some of them big 120 penny nails. You can drive it all the way through, and you can put 2 of them in there, and that concrete will have something to hold to, and you can't push that post in the ground. You got to push concrete all in the ground. See what I'm saying? That's for if you don't put concrete under the pole. That just gives that 6x6 a bigger foot to stand on. Anyway, in this sandy ground down here, we have to do that on when we're building barns and stuff like that, because it's the sandy. I guess where it would be rocky, you wouldn't have to worry about it as much. But that's what I'll be doing. You see me driving them nails and them 6x6s in the ends of them down there. Anyway, let's get y'all on fast motion, see if we can't get this thing cranked up and going. Y'all should get the idea. I don't want to sit here and bore y'all watching me sitting here dig holes and set poles, but I've got 3 of them set. I'm fixing to set that last one, and then I'm gonna go eat me some breakfast because I'm about to cave in right now. But like I said, I did put what I used is when I built that turtle trap, those 1/4-inch wires, out of those panels. I used those, drove them into the 6x6s, set them, and then let the concrete give them, give an anchor, something for that concrete to to get a hoe to hold that pole, keep that pole from just slipping right through the middle of the concrete, you know, and just driving it in the ground. Just gives it a bigger foot. Anyway, got 3 of them set. The last one fixing to get it, and gonna go in there and get me something to eat. I'll come back out here and get started on the roof part of it, and then possibly get some metal on it. Anyway, it's coming along good. I hadn't cut any water lines yet. Let's slow things down a little bit and get y'all caught up what's going on here. All right, what it is I went ahead while I had all this stuff on the ground and I marked it, laid it out, and then that way I made sure when I got up there I wouldn't have to pull in the tape and all that stuff right there. I knew where to put it and where to pull these poles in by measuring from pole to pole. I made that mark on my lath up top. That way when I set it down, I just line up the edge of my 6x6 up top with my marks. Anyway, there's no blueprint to this right here. You just build it like you like you want it, or what you got room for, or whatever. But anyway, I put my 6x6. You know, I cut these right here. I showed you that a while ago, and these are store-bought. Of course, these are ground contact, pressure treated right here, so they'll hold up in the ground. I put 6x6s I cut. Now they're green, and boy, they are super heavy. I thought these right here were heavy, and they're 14 foot long. Those are, 10 feet long, and they're twice what these are. And these are, wet too. But anyway, I put a 6x6 in the middle right there, and that's what I'm going to actually mount the winch to. That way it's going to be super strong. I mean, you ought to be able to pull a motor off of this when you get done. It ought to be, pretty strong anyway. Anyway, I got true 2x6 lath up there. And I'm going to have to go cut some more on the mill because I want to cap the outside of that with a fascia. If you see what I'm saying, on the outside, I want to cut a fascia to cover that end up on both sides. So I got 2 more I got to cut, which ain't really no big deal. But that I got to get some more tin too, because I didn't know. I made it a little bit bigger than I was thinking. And the reason for is because there ain't no sense in sitting out here in the rain, because let me tell you, just because it's South Alabama, don't think it don't get cold. And you get out here in that cold and that rain, and let me tell you, that rain whooping on you, it'll get bad quick. And plus, it's keep my winch, completely out of the weather. There won't be no blow-in, because we do have hurricanes and tornadoes and everything else down here. So anyway, I can, that's why I just made my roof a little bit bigger, for the blow-in on both, on the sides and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to put, I had some old lights right here. They looking a little rough, but they were on one of the bow fishing rigs. And I've got 4 of those, so I'll mount one of those on each 6x6 pointing down at the deer. So we'll have 200 watts just pumping LED just right there on it, so you'll be able to see exactly what's going on, Anyway, I thought I'd get y'all caught up with what's going on so far. Like I said, there's no blueprint. I'm just getting as high as I can, because if you think about it, the more headroom you've got in this thing, the less times you have to move that set of vice grips, on the skin, if you see what I'm saying. If you could go 12 foot high, it would be even better. I don't know that the cord on the winch, the remote, I don't know if it's long enough. You'd have to be standing on a ladder to operate it. So you have to take that in consideration. You may have to add some to that remote line in order to get it up higher. That way you can just do a straight pull and not ever have to stop just to cut around his tail, cut his tail off, and just peel him like a banana. Let me tell you, it's going to be crazy, y'all. Y'all ain't going to believe it. You're going to love it. Anyway, it's coming right along. Oh, I know everybody's probably looking and say, well, we ain't got a lull and we ain't got a sawmill. Look here. Only reason I'm using that lull right now, y'all, is because that stuff is green. I just cut it yesterday, and it's heavy. And I'm doing it by myself. So if I had another hand, I mean, it wouldn't be nothing to do it without a lull, But the reason I bought that lull is for the logging that I do in the sawmill business, and also because I build a lot of stuff by myself when Hannah's not around. you know, and we heavy lifting and stuff, you know, we can use that lull, especially when you get up real high. Anyway, let me get y'all back on fast motion here shortly, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and mount. I don't know if I'm gonna mount the winch or start on the metal. I'm waiting on that youngin' of mine to get up. She may have to go buy me a couple of sheets of tin to finish the top up. So I may go ahead and just, you know, mount the winch up there. Anyway, talk to y'all in a little bit. That may have it took longer to put that winch together than it did to mount it. Believe it or not, these little drills are unbelievable. That's a 9/16 lag, 3 inches long, and it just shot it up in there like it wasn't nothing. Matter of fact, those bolts that you see mounting the winch to the mounting plate, you know, the heads of them are on the top side, and I thought, well, maybe I need to take a spade bit or something and countersink them, you know, so they'd have a place to go. Well, when I rattled those lags up, it just sucked it up into the wood, the heads of those bolts. So worked out real good. I didn't have to do that. But you saw it pick me up. I don't weigh but 165 pounds, but I've got one over there on my well drilling rig that's picking up a lot. They're 1,500 pound straight line, so if you doubled it, you know, like put a tickle on the gambrel right there, you would be doubling the capacity of it. Anyway, good place to, you know, you could jack up the lawnmower, you know, and before you get under it, I'd put some blocks or something, you know, something to hold it up. But I wouldn't trust this winch just to hold that thing up while I was changing the blades, but it'd come in handy changing blades. It's come in handy with a lot of stuff, you know. Anyway, got that mounted, fixed to put the tin. If I can get Hannah to run, get me some metal for the top, start mixing some concrete, go on this floor right here. All I gotta do is drop that straight down to the ground right here, and I know exactly where to put my chains. You know, be like a plumb bob right there. Anyway, you see I got it right dead center. Anyway, worked out really good. This is gonna be awesome, y'all. You're gonna love this thing. Y'all bear with me.